Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to get your weekend off to a great start. And I am going to start off this show doing a non-traditional lasagna. I love a lasagna. My wife makes a fantastic lasagna. But I have done something a little different. I have replaced the traditional minced meat with Great Foods Salami. I'm using both the log, which I love because I can manipulate the size of the salami, and I'm also using the salami, beef salami slices by Great Foods. So I am doing a Great Foods salami and spinach lasagna. Work with me here as I build my lasagna. This is a recipe that you should try, guys, because I just love it when I tried it. So I have my onions happening here. Straight to that, I'm going to get some mushrooms and peppers going. Mushrooms and peppers. And then I want some garlic in there. So it's almost like I'm building a meat sauce, a tomato sauce. But instead of using minced meat, I'm going to use salami this morning. So I get some garlic in there. Yes, my garlic press is on duty. I can season this here now. Just get some salt and some pepper. I have a little chili powder as well that I want there, as well as some oregano, basic seasonings. And get that happening in there. While that's happening in there, right away, I am going in with my Great Foods salami log. So I just basically did a rough chop, nice dices, because I want to be able, when this cooks down a bit, when I bite into the lasagna, I want to be able to know that I'm having a salami lasagna. This ain't no ordinary lasagna. So once my vegetables are cooked, I get my meat in there, my salami. I really do love the log. The salami log is really fantastic. Big flavor. And you know how I love big flavors. So you really just give it a couple minutes there just to cook the salami. While the salami is cooking, I am going to do the filling. So I have here, so I don't want to get intimidated by big fancy names. This is ricotta cheese. You can't just go and look for ricotta cheese in the supermarket, guys. It's right there available. It's really the perfect foil for this type of lasagna. I'm going to use this as the filling for the lasagna, as the base to layer the lasagna. So I'm adding some spinach. Now this spinach is frozen spinach that you kind of have to take a little time to squeeze the water out of it, get as much liquid out of it as possible. So I am mixing the spinach and the ricotta cheese in here. Now ricotta cheese is very, very bland, doesn't have much flavor, so you gotta add flavor to this. So I'm adding some nice sharp Parmesan cheese to this as well. Get that mixed in there. I can also now just season this up very quickly. Some salt, a little pepper. At this time, I can now add my tomato sauce. Just about a cup of tomato sauce that goes in there. And get that mixed in with everything. And start getting this sauce bubbling nicely. How does that look? Fantastic. So I have my filling going here, which is really just ricotta cheese, some spinach, nicely seasoned with some Parmesan cheese. Now you could just kind of make sure and taste this so that it has that nice cheesy texture. Probably a little more salt. I think I have some black pepper here that I can add into it as well. Get that all incorporated nicely. Yeah? Right. That's happening. Now, ideally you put this on a low heat once it comes up to a bubble. And just allow it about 10 minutes just to come together nicely. And you having a nice tomato sauce, salami tomato sauce if you do. Yeah, nice salami tomato sauce. So I have a little here that I kind of bubble down nicely. See how nicely that came down? Really, really intense flavor. So I'm going to put this across here as I'm getting ready to build my lasagna. Let me just wash my hands. And it's time to now build my lasagna. Important when you boil your lasagna is that you measure the dish that you're doing the lasagna in. So just before I start doing that, sorry, I forgot this most important step. I just really want a little bit of the tomato sauce at the base. Make sure you grease your dish, guys, and just have a little tomato sauce at the base of the dish. And then you can start layering your lasagna. So I have one. So I kind of measured and cut the lasagna to the best of my ability. So that it was layered there. My first layer is the ricotta cheese mixture. So one of the things I learned doing this lasagna is that you don't want to overdo the filling because it's layers and each layer will kind of account for itself. So you just want to get a little nicely pasted along there. Probably a little more. Then goes the tomato sauce, my salami tomato sauce. I love doing substitutes and taking ingredients out and replacing when I see a recipe that I want to try. I love doing these little experiments. So the Great Foods lasagna, the Great Foods Salami Lasagna was right up my alley in terms of what I could do with this. To that there now, I could add my other layer of lasagna. And you're really just building in layers. That's all you're doing. Now I can have my cheese. A little bit of cheese. Nice ricotta cheese. You know what you could add to this cheese as well? You could add some cream cheese as well to it as well. It'll be nice to add some cream cheese. Give it a nice little creamy, cheesy texture. Now to this, before I add my tomato sauce, I just want to get it, or I want to make sure we know it's a salami lasagna. So I'm adding some slices of the Great Foods. There you go, the salami. So a nice layer of salami. And on top of that, I get my salami tomato sauce on top. Oh, doesn't that look good? Cheesy, tomatoey, creamy. So you can do another layer. And when you're finished, you add some cheese. Some nice mix of probably cheddar and mozzarella that you could add and just finish it off. But it's just keep building layers until. But I have one that's baking and ready in the oven. Oh yeah, baby. Let's see if we can get this bad boy out of here. I'll have to use this guy. Lasagna is such a nice rustic dish, guys. I just love it. And this is a little twist on what is probably a traditional lasagna. It's my Great Foods lasagna with salami. Great Foods salami and spinach lasagna. Try this recipe, guys. TriniCooks.com. We get your weekend off to a great start. This is one to try. Spinach and salami lasagna. Courtesy of the folks at Great Foods.